Welcome to the MakerSpace at CA Henning Elementary School. The MakerSpace is a place for classes to come and be creators. Makers are people who invent things, who have a creative mind, who problem solve and come up with neat solutions that have never been seen before. At our MakerSpace, you get to be in charge of your learning, and we have lots of ways to do that. So, let's take a tour. There are lots of reasons that you might come to the MakerSpace. Sometimes you would come for a classroom project. Your teacher might give you a specific job or a task that you're trying to accomplish. Other times you might come just to be creative, to have a chance to be inspired and create something that is in your brain that you want to see in real life. There's always going to be projects here that can inspire you. These are some really awesome 5th grade projects that my students are working on in Choice. Not quite sure where to get started? We have a pretty amazing maker library where you can look for some really cool project ideas. There's some pretty incredible fixtures in the MakerSpace, including this amazing Lego wall. Who doesn't want to build off of a wall made of Lego plates? Feeling like building? There are lots of engineering tools here that you can create some structures. You can get crazy with a marble run. You can even build things out of straws. Who knew? In the MakerSpace, we follow the engineering design process, which means when you're creating, we actually start with asking a question. We imagine an option, a way to solve that problem, and then we make a plan and create. Makers are never done because they always look at what they've created and they think of ways to improve it. It's actually a cycle. It never ends. You're always looking for ways to make your project better and even more and creative. Another amazing feature of the MakerSpace is it's home to some pretty fantastic tech. Things like the Spheros and Ozobots and Bloxels will be housed in the MakerSpace, so you can learn a little bit more about programming as well as designing and creating your own video game. Another favorite spot in the MakerSpace is our paper crafting area. Lots of kids love to get creative and use their artistic mind to make things like cards and paper airplanes and puppets. This is kind of your old school style of learning, but lots of students come up with amazing things here at the paper crafting station. Now, the MakerSpace doesn't end just in the physical room. This is our storage room for the MakerSpace, where we keep tons of materials that are perfect for projects and experiments, so you can actually come in this room and find things to inspire you to work on in the physical MakerSpace. There are just a few simple expectations when you come to visit the MakerSpace. The first one is, make sure that you take care of the MakerSpace and the materials here. When you're working, make sure you're not wasting anything, and when you're finished, clean up after yourself. The next expectation is, always be ready to be a good team member. When you're in the MakerSpace, we have to share the supplies, and oftentimes you're working with a partner. Collaboration is key. Make sure you use communication to talk with your partner and honor their great ideas as well. Finally, this is a space to be creative. When you come, sometimes there might be problems that you have to solve that can be frustrating. Make sure you always have that can-do attitude and come with an open mind to try to tackle the problems in the MakerSpace. I really hope you come and visit us soon to check out the amazing things that I showed you today.